Hey everyone, this is Coach Nick Aldiro, and in this video, we're going to learn about the most important set of footwork in the game of basketball, and that is called a drop. So pay attention, take notes, and when you learn this, your game is going to be taken to another level. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and click the bell notification.
Today we're going to work on a drop. So a drop is when both of your feet split apart. Your ball side foot, also known as your outside foot, goes forward. Your hips stay in place. And your inside foot, which is the foot opposite from the ball, goes back. So once again, it is a splitting action of your feet with your hips staying in place. So I'm not just stepping forward. And my ball side foot goes forward. My inside foot goes back. So now why would I have my hips stay in place? The reason for that is it helps keep space between myself, the offensive player, and my defender. And it's not that taking a step forward is wrong. Sometimes, though, you want to be able to keep the distance but still be in an explosive stance with one foot back and one foot forward. Now, if you've ever been in a race before or seen a race, you will notice that they start with one foot back and one foot forward. Now, why is that? Because you can be more explosive because you can push off that back foot. Now, basketball is a little bit different in the sense that I'm going to have a defender in front of me, so my angles are going to be different, but it's the same premise in that I need to be in an explosive stance, right? One foot forward, my ball side foot, my inside foot back so I can push and go around my defender, okay? My type of dribble that I'm doing on a drop is a pocket dribble. That's when the ball is pulled back to my hip, my hand is behind the ball. So if I was going this way, my feet split apart at the same time, my ball gets pulled back into my pocket, and now from here I have options. I could drop and go, I could drop and step in and shoot, I could drop and cross over, I could drop and pull back. So the drop is the most important set of footwork that you have in basketball. Everything plays off of that. So a drop, once again, your ball side foot goes up, your inside foot opposite from the basketball, goes back. So 1, 2, drop. 1, 2, drop. The ball gets pulled back into your pocket. This is where all the magic happens. This is where all the plays can happen. If I knock it down on my drop, I just lost an opportunity to potentially go, cross, pull back, or step in. So a way you can practice this, you can just take 2 dribbles in between. 1, 2, drop in pocket. 2, drop in pocket. 2, drop in pocket. So you're pulling the ball back, your feet are splitting apart, your hips are staying. Now when you land, you want to land and hit these dots. Now you might not have a mat, you could make a mat, or you could use any type of marker to hold yourself accountable to the width of your stance. So why wide? Now, because being wide will create driving lines around your defender. If you get too skinny, you're either going to go through them or you have to cross step and you're going to get pushed out. Our goal is to get wide, as wide or wider than our defender, to go around them with an inside step. So our focus right now is that drop though. You've got to be able to have a wide drop. Remember, you got to get as wide or wider than your defender. So as you drop, your drop should look like almost a defensive stance with 1 foot up, your ball side foot, and 1 foot back. Now, how should the position of my feet be? Your inside foot opposite from the ball, should be on the inside part of your sneaker. Now, why is that? That's going to allow you to push off your entire foot if you were to go, right? You're pushing off the entire foot as opposed to just your toe. So you drop and land on the inside part of your foot. It's also going to allow...
Hey, if you are someone that is looking for extra help, check out the links in the description or the link in the very first comment. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel if you found this video of any value. Like this video, click the bell notification, and drop a comment to see what you thought was the most interesting part of the video. All right, let's get back to it.
Allow you to shift if you need to. So if you look at any still frame picture of an elite NBA player, they're able to get to the inside part of their shoe and shift their weight to the inside right there, okay? So we want to land on that inside part of that foot. Now my front foot, or my ball side foot, is going to have my toes facing forward. Now that's so I don't give away my drive if they were open, and I will be able to step in and shoot if the defender gives me space. So if my toes are pointing this way, this is kind of a difficult place to come and step in to shoot. Now I got 1 foot pointing this way, I got 1 foot pointing that way. Okay? So once again, my ball side foot, I got my toes pointing here. My inside foot, I got my weight on the inside part to push off my entire foot and to be able to shift. Okay? So 1, 2, drop and pocket. 2, drop and pocket. If you have a mat or something like this, start in the middle. You can start up taller, right? You can sink in your hips a little bit, but start with your feet about shoulder width apart, and then you can work on getting wide. So you want to really be able to feel from skinny stance to a wide stance. Drop, drop. Now, if that's too hard, because you're struggling to pocket the ball and do it, you can always put the ball on your hip and cheat a little bit like that if you need to. Now, obviously in a game, that's a carry. Eventually, you'll be able to pocket your dribble and keep your hand behind the ball. There's nothing wrong with that in the game. That's okay. This would be a carry behind the ball. There's no violation there. Now, obviously, whatever you do to one side, you've got to be able to do to the other side. So 1, 2, pocket and drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's how you can count them. Now, technically, your feet should land at slightly different times. So what I mean by that is, I want your inside foot, the foot opposite from the ball, to land slightly before that outside foot. Bam! Now, why is that? That's because it's going to give me some more acceleration and explosiveness as opposed to them hitting at the exact same time. That's not wrong, but you could be even quicker if you land boom, boom, like this. Left, right, left, right, left, right. So it's very quick. It's not left, right, right? It's not left, right. It's left, right, left, right, left, right. So you can really push if you need it to go, okay? So that is your drop. Once you get a little better, you can do continuous drops. Remember, your ball side foot goes forward, forward. Your inside foot goes back, okay? Now we say outside foot and inside foot because instead of avoiding saying left or right, because it's going to be different depending on what hand the ball is. So a drop is when both your feet split apart. The ball goes back into your pocket. It stays on that same side. You've got your feet wide. Your inside foot is on the inside part of your shoe. Your outside foot is forward. Your hips have stayed in place. Why? To keep, say it. That's right. You said space, to keep space. And that is a drop.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and make sure you drop a comment. If you are someone who's looking for extra help, check out the links in the description or the link in the first comment.